The first film by animation legend Satoshi Kon is one of the most auspicious debuts in feature film directing that rivals The Triplets of Belleville and The Lion King. However, does that necessarily mean that there's nothing wrong with it? Well, this is not wanting to smear the memory of the late director, but this is a strong introduction to the world of paranoia and the fantastical that Kon has become renowned for, and it does have a few glaring issues. Kon's signature style began far before this film, serving first as Katsuro Otomo's assistant, and then working as animator on Rojin Z and Magnetic Rose. But as we come to his first directorial position in feature filmmaking, Perfect Blue follows a pop star turned actress Mima Kirigoy as she does her best to make her transition from a seemingly fun-loving teen star into a serious actress. However, not only are there numerous elements of the entertainment business that impede her progress, but she is seemingly being stalked, threatened, and blogged about in heavy detail by an overly obsessed fan named Memania, which culminates in her losing her grip on reality as well as a definition of herself. First and foremost, this film was released in 1999, and it shows. The animation style is very reminiscent of late 1980s anime with far more emphasis on the dialogue rather than smooth action and three-dimensional setting. Though I love dialogue, this is most likely due to Perfect Blue originally intending to be a live-action direct-to-video series, but according to interviews after the 1995 Kobe earthquake, it severely damaged Madhouse's production studios and the budget for the film was reduced to roughly $39,000. However, this doesn't mean that Perfect Blue is not a good-looking film, though many elements of the story and the way it is told are quite dated. One major element is the social impact and the introduction of the internet and home computers on then-contemporary Japan, which aided in increasing Mima's mental instability. As more and more information about her private life is leaked to the world at large, she slips further into belief that she's not really Mima. Though by the end of the film this major conflict is remedied, the surreal editing and writing style almost convinces the audience that she is not also who she says she is, or that the majority of her supposed real world is an artificial construction. The character designs are more or less traditional anime, following along with similar themes such as sexual exploration and brutal violence. However, unlike most of the contemporary works in anime at the time, this is a highly socially aware piece that not only reflects the attitude of Japanese culture, but also the entertainment industry itself. Though this would be partial or major focus in a lot of Kon's subsequent works, especially Paranoia Agent, here it is less the overt workings of the industry and more the effect of the entertainment grind on the minds of its many people. Mima's agent, Tadakoro, is the embodiment of the sleazy publicist who is willing to do anything in order to further his career and that of his clientele, whether it be tasteful or not. Her manager, Rumi, is a representation of those who have been long kicked out of the spotlight and tries to continue their lust for fame through the efforts and talents of those she manages, almost like a child star parent you might see on Entertainment Tonight. With executives not taking her seriously, to photographers taking abject advantage of her willingness to be accepted and non-confrontational, all these elements eat away at her mind until she doesn't even know whether she's awake or not. Roger Corman was quoted, which was included on the box art as well, as saying this film is what would be if Disney and Hitchcock had made a film together. Though this can be an amusingly close assessment of the film, I feel it's less Hitchcock and more Tarkovsky, with elements far more rooted in paranoia represented as style and subtlety as opposed to that of just character action, which makes the audience take in the film as a whole rather than just focusing on a select few parts. But the same can be argued for Hitchcock if you take films like Vertigo and Spellbound into consideration, but to each his own. The voice acting is not bad, but it does not exceed in many ways Kon's following works do, and for that, they are a lot better than other anime such as Myself, Yourself, and Elfen Lied. And I'm not saying that Elfen Lied is a bad series, as a matter of fact, it's one of my favorites. See what I did there? Expect flying limbs and puppies being beaten to death with lamps in the next episode. Right, Alora?